Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. We're taking a quick look here at Polkadot, seeing what's going on. We obviously took a look at this last night, and the decision was to hesitate and wait on taking a short. Okay, so again, the price likely to pull back. We don't know how much further it could increase. Charts here are telling us we might see a pullback as well, so we're going to have to play this kind of safe and look at a few different factors. All right, so make sure you stick around to the end. It's not going to be a long video anyways. And we're going to make sure to kind of help give perspective on what's going on. Let's jump right into the back-end data here just so you can kind of get perspective here on liquidation levels. We're getting really close to the $6 mark getting tested. And it's really common for previous highs to be retested before the price pulls back to sweep that liquidity. And what do you see here? Bright red, right? That implies we have the most amount of liquidity at that level, and market movers going to slowly keep moving it up to that level and then dump afterwards. Or it becomes a new support. One way or the other, I think $6 is a pretty strong likelihood at this point. Okay, so just a heads up on that. Be careful and cautious with how you trade this coin. Also, being mindful of what exchange you're using. We have a no VPN, no KYC affiliation here with Bitunix, phenomenal exchange. Significant newbie benefits if you deposit and trade with them. And of course, there's loot boxes, a handful of other things. You do have to use my link, of course, but it's really nice because then you have the option to be able to utilize my trading bonuses later down the road and trading competitions too. So cool stuff there. Be sure to check that out. I think it's a limited time for some of those offers. When we look here at DOT though, what we want to talk about, let's go to the daily really quick and work our way down because we've already looked kind of at the liquidity levels there. And while the price pulled back to this level already, and we took some profits on our shorts, I know some members actually did that. We want to look at a few key factors here, and nothing's really changed too much, honestly. Since yesterday, we're still retesting that 70 on the RSI. Money flow index is still high. We take a look at our moving averages. They're running concurrent with our ascending trend, and those are always positive signs. So it's going to take a little while, honestly, before the daily starts to show bearish qualities. So the truth is, we don't really want to look at that time frame and focus too much on it. While it's helpful, 4 hour and 1 hour are probably the most indicative time frames for us here. Let's talk about what's going on. So quickly to note liquidity, you see this here, this little blue area. This is roughly that $6 mark that I was talking about earlier. That's where the most amount of liquidity is lying right here, because these shorts, either right here, here, or here, are all putting their stop loss and their liquidity levels just above that level, because of course that's where the price action shouldn't go because it's the most recent high. Okay. But in this situation here, we can kind of see that the price action is in a better shape than it was before, and it's not really all that terrible of a situation. Okay, so what we want to look at is the situation at hand with TD sequential and understand where to 4 on the 4 hour. It basically implies we've still got a good 5 to 10 candles, right? That could be literally 24 to 48 hours of continuation to the upside. If we take a look at Elliott Wave, this is telling us a different story, so you got to keep this in mind. This is under the impression this is the most recent high and this is the most recent low. The likelihood of that's pretty high, so if this does play out, which is a statistical probability, this should be the highest point, or basically this high should be lower than the most recent high, and it should be followed by a lower low. Okay, so there's potential, and just like Matic, I covered Matic earlier, and it has the exact same pattern for the potential for the price action to drop below this $5 mark and to sweep this lower liquidity here. And you can see there's actually more liquidity at the bottom part than the top half here. Okay, so even though the charts don't really show that, we can see that here. So generally speaking, between 445 and 480, there's a large amount of liquidity too. Okay, so is that going to happen? It's hard to say, honestly. When coins are at this situation right now, I really don't like to play these kind of odds. Me personally, I would steer clear of it. Maybe consider a short, but also not really ideal because you're going to be shorting into this MACD convergence. That's not an ideal situation at all. So to me, again, more conflicting information than not here, and this is just a case in point where you don't want to take a trade. I know it's not what you want to hear because literally sometimes people have money burning in holes in their pockets with cryptocurrency and they just have to take trades all day long. Okay? Trust me on this, you're better off waiting. It just makes a lot more sense. The price will pull back, but also equally amount, the price will continue higher. Because right, even though we see that the overall price action, we're establishing lower highs, lower lows. At this point here, we take a look. We are, albeit overextended. We have green lights here on the cloud letting us know that we have no reason to short into this. Okay, we got momentum. We're above the cloud. We broke free from the cloud roughly 3 hours ago. And lagging expense free and clear. Okay, so you have just as much statistical probability of price going up as it does down. The thing you got to recognize is that Bitcoin is being a complete bug right now. And again, you can insert whatever words you like there. It's being very bipolar, okay? And if Bitcoin figures out what it wants to do, then we're going to see more stability. We can trade this coin a little more effectively. This coin is kind of knee-jerk reaction to each and every situation when Bitcoin reacts. So truth is, we're going to just kind of see that it's kind of aligned itself in a way, right? So I would just be very careful. I guess that's the takeaway here. Again, I'm sorry if this isn't what you're looking for. If you want to have like a specific direction to take. Sometimes these analysis videos don't always do that, right? Sometimes it's just kind of is what it is. Statistically, we're too close of upside and downside. I just don't feel comfortable taking a trade right now. That's just me personally. What are your thoughts? You want to comment below? Let us know what kind of position you have. What is your thought process on taking a long or a short right now? Okay. I hope you do get, I wouldn't say lucky, but oftentimes in situations like these, it can be a little bit of luck, and it works out well for you. Comment below either way. Let us know what's going on. Thanks again so much for watching either way. I hope you have a great rest of your day and you had a wonderful learning experience. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care.